hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
Hold back! No! They're everywhere!
Transmitting from HC-1556.
Casualties range in the billions.
We must pray now, brothers. Pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They feared the mark of the beast.
Is Doom Eternal really worth buying in 2022? Well, I have a short answer. Yeah, it is. I'm sure you're wondering why I would say yeah, it's worth the money. Well, Doom Eternal is a level-based FPS shooter like Halo and COD, although it's a little more gory and could probably put your face down in the toilet if you have a weak stomach. Personally, I like to call it my stress ball because who doesn't love tearing through hordes upon hordes of demons? As you progress through the levels, the difficulty gets higher and higher depending on the mode you have set, whether it's hurt me much or hardcore. Doom's story is about a guy, aka Doom Guy, who wants to save his people, but the only way to do this is to eliminate all of the demons on Earth. Hashtag rip and tear if you pick up what I'm putting down. But to do this, you have to defeat bosses and remove the Hell Priests, who are causing the demonic consumption of Earth. According to Vegas, or was it Viagra, or vegan? Besides that, the point is that you mainly want to end the demonic consumption of Earth so that humans can not go extinct. Doom has a vast world full of dead people blobs sitting in cages, really nice looking castles, and futuristic looking battleships. Mainly, you're in different areas every time. The only problem I have with the levels is that I couldn't find a lot of the areas to get to the next objective, so I would end up spending half an hour trying to figure it out, but then just ended up Googling it and seemed to help. There are also many secrets, like this weird booger looking thing right here, who jump scared me, admittedly, the first time I found it. The areas you fight in are very diverse, such as the one you fight in while lining up the portals, or the place where you get your crucible. The guns are probably my most favorite thing about this game. The shotgun is nice. It feels so good to use the sticky bombs. I don't like the auto shotgun attachment because it uses ammo way too fast, especially when you're like fighting a huge horde of demons. The rifle is great when it comes to breaking the weak points on certain enemies like the fat guy or the jetpack nerd. The rocket launcher is a rocket launcher. The minigun. It's 4 miniguns. The super shotgun is my baby. It's so fun to play around with, and one of the power-ups you get along the way allows you to go in slow motion while grappling. It's like the better version of Matrix, but rated R35. And finally, the sword. It's like Halo's sword, but it's an actual sword. Enemies in this game come in many shapes and sizes, getting harder to defeat as the levels progress. The zombie. Your typical easy to pulverize enemy, but I love him the most because he's free ammo using the chainsaw. The imp. These guys are like the zombies, but they throw fireballs. The soldier. They look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. The gargoyle. These guys are nightmare fuel. The tentacle, no comment. The carcass, spinny guys. The cocodom. I can't pronounce the name, but they look very edible. And they also are just like those weird floating eyeball guys that kill you if you're not paying attention. Arachnotron. He was the Transformers reject, Hell Knight. They look like they are my sleep paralysis demons. The fat Mancubus, the fat guy. Revenant, the jetpack guy. Whiplash. He went to Hogwarts and was in Slytherin. Slytherin D's nuts. Ha! Got him! Pinky. Cute name but annoying to fight. The embodiment of sin. Hope you're an exorcist because he's my least favorite boss. There are a bunch more enemies, but they are mainly just a couple of others, not copies of others, and not worth mentioning due to them not appearing more than 5 times. The game is amazing no matter how you play it, whether it's just casually or if you want to speedrun the thing, although I wouldn't recommend it. It did take me at least 3 days and I'm forced to edit till midnight because I didn't finish it till like 4:13. You have fun no matter what level you play, how many times you play it, or what you feel like doing. The worlds are built to be very rough and edgy, making it look like demons actually took over and went wild. Because there's tons of skulls everywhere, how they built everything. Everything's just based around fire, skulls, and just mass murder. There are also very unique bosses, like the embodiment of sin, or the weird shield guys that has a hellhound that I wish I could pound face to the ground because he's so annoying. They also have many characters you have to fight, and so many story points that are important, like when you get Samuel, or you get the orb from the king. I think that's what he is. I'm not sure. The boss fights in general are very boring and very annoying to do because of how much health they have and the fact they spawn other demons. One of the boss fights against the Conmaker was the easiest boss I have ever fought in the game. The level 1 boss was harder than her. And that was the second to last boss too. The embodiment of Sin boss fight was also very easy, being his moves didn't really hit me or do anything. The mini bosses he spawned did more damage to me than him. If you want to get Doom Eternal, I would say don't do it if you have a weak stomach, because honestly, you spill their guts, will you do yours. It's an intense game, but playing it is probably the best experience I've had playing an FPS shooter to date. It has some of the best mechanics to shred through enemies, and after a stressful day, you can just let out all your anger into these nerds because why not? I know it might be biased considering that I've never touched COD and haven't played Infinite yet, but if you enjoy this type of content, let me know. Comment what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one.